Oh, hey Frank. Hey Karen. I came as soon as Margie called. I know I haven't always been the best father to Carmen and Catherine, but you're here now. Hey Karen. Dad called me at school to tell me about Catherine. I left class and came straight here. You remember my parents, Nancy and Bill? Yes, it's been a while. We met at church at Christmas or something. We're trying to keep our spirits up. They found Catherine's t-shirt up at the old picnic shed. So she went up the Forest Service Road, it looks like. Hoping she buried herself in one of those rock crevices down in some leaves or something. They've told us to stay here and reserve our strength. She'll need us when they find her. Hey, Frank. I don't know if you remember me. I'm Jared Thompson with the Sheriff's Department. I'm looking for Tim Trent. Yeah, Jared. I remember you. Jared? Karen. Wow. It's been a while. Good to see you. How's your dad? He's good. Good. You still investigating for the sheriff? Yes, lead investigator now. But I'm just here to help with the search today. Though I could investigate the quality of your coffee, perhaps. You bet. Thanks for coming. Sure thing, Margie. I think Tim Trent is at the picnic shed up the old Forest Service Road. I'll head up there in just a bit. Karen, get that boy a hat and some gloves. I think there are some in there. I don't think those are quite my style. Well, I think they're very fashionable and you shouldn't be so pig-headed. Alrighty then. Very nice, I must say. Brings out the brown in your eyes. And don't forget your coffee. Thank you. Thank you for coming. We've been in this together a long time. The Autism Moms Club. I've barely slept. Dozed a few minutes sitting up at one point. I had a dream. A memory, really. When Catherine was little, we, Frank and the girls and me, went to Gatlinburg for the weekend. We stayed in that cheap motel behind the Pancake House. Wanted to take the girls to the aquarium, but fought over if we could afford it. Frank had already used the credit card to buy liquor, of course. So we sprang for the ski lift ride up to the overlook instead, and afterwards we went to play putt-putt. That was Carmen's idea. Catherine. My Catherine loved the little alpine village on the putt-putt course. She stared in all the little windows and clapped her hands when the golf ball went under the houses and came out sideways or wherever. I think she imagined an entire life in that little village. Or maybe she could talk. Or maybe nobody talked at all. Carmen and Frank laughed together. Nobody fought. It's my favorite memory of the girls and Frank. And then my dream shifted to last summer when I took Carmen down to Knoxville to stay with Frank for a week. But I stopped with the girls at the mall first. At one point I turned around and Catherine was gone. We called and ran around looking for her. And then a cop suddenly called over a walkie-talkie and said he'd found her at the car. The car, pointing to a Raggedy Ann doll in the back seat. But you see, an hour before, Carmen had gone back to get her hat and moved the car to the other end of the mall so we wouldn't have to walk the whole distance back. Catherine couldn't have known where the car was, yet she walked straight to it. Straight to it. Catherine has this preternatural sense of direction. She never gets lost. They're not going to find her alive. We're 2nd and 7 on the Bulldogs' 32-yard line. Hand off to Bo Parker, darting right around the defender, breaks the second tackle, and he's in the open field. This will be a Viking touchdown. Go Vikings. Hey, Reese. Why, he's just the sweetest thing. Monty Sima. I'm sorry, he makes up words and I don't always know what he's saying. Reverse fake and thrown back to Bo Parker, and he steps back to throw. And a touchdown pass from the running back for Powell Valley. What a play. That's some trickery from Coach Lewis tonight. How you like that? And that's the half, folks. Powell Valley leads 21-3. And what a night for Mr. Bo Parker. Go Vikings. Now, folks, get your raffle tickets for tonight's Powell Valley Band Boosters half and half raffle. Tonight's winner receives $206.50. Folks, that's some real money. Monty Sima. The winning ticket is number 813. That's me. That's me. Hey, is this Nick Wingate at the Valero gas station? Yes. Tim Trent, Sheriff's Office. You called about the missing girl? Shall I begin at the beginning? Please. Well, things are pretty quiet usually overnight on Thursdays. I generally only get truckers and drunks in the store after midnight. But about 2:45, this car pulls up, a grayish old car, like a Camry or a Accord or something maybe, and this teenage boy in a Powell Valley Letterman's jacket jumps out and comes inside with a $10 bill for gas. You know, the typical teenager fill-up. And I thought, I've seen him before. I'd seen him and his girlfriend in the store in the mornings before school buying cappuccinos and donuts like all the kids do. And I looked out the window and I thought maybe the girl was in the car too, but I couldn't see real good because they were parked at pump 3, you know, on the back side of the fire pumps. I didn't think anything of it right then, but it was a weird time to get Powell Valley students on a weeknight and all. Okay, go on. Well, I probably wouldn't have even remembered them coming, but, and this is the good part, an hour later, same boy, different car. I mean, ain't that weird? He came back in a big, fancy F-250 truck. Couldn't miss it. And he had somebody else with him that time, older it looked like his mom maybe. And this time, he pays with a debit card and fills up completely. And I'm thinking, okay, this is weird, but who cares? None of my business, right? But then there were these girls in here this morning, more Powell Valley students I could tell. And they were talking all about the little girl that was missing, and one of them said she was Carmen King's sister, who was Bo Parker's girlfriend. And I thought, hey, that's it. Maybe that was Bo Parker I seen the same night the girl disappeared. Well, here's the thing. I thought, okay, what would Nick Stokes do? You know, the guy on CSI. He and I have the same name, see? Nick. And I said, Nick, what would Nick do? Well, I went back through the debit receipts from the night before, and sure enough, Laurie Parker. She's who paid for the gas the second time. You know, the truck. And then I looked up Bo Parker in the Powell Valley Boosters calendar by the register, and blammo! Now I got proof. Listen, you got any video? Can you get me a picture of Bo Parker in the store with a timestamp? Well, I'm not actually supposed to touch the security stuff, and I don't know if we keep the videos after 24 hours. I could ask. Yeah, you do that. And I may need you down at the station at some point for a deposition too. Yeah, sure, whatever you need. I can come to court and testify too. I got a suit and everything. Hey, there ain't a reward, is there? Lex Fremont of CNN News. I know who you are, Mr. Fremont. I'm Ed Gentry. Well, Mr. Gentry, I'd like to ask you about your reaction to Catherine King's disappearance, if you don't mind. I reckon I can do that. Under any other circumstance, the small coal mining community of Big Stone Gap, Virginia, would be all smiles right now. The local high school football team just defeated their cross-country rivals to cap a 9-win season and enter the playoffs heavily favored. But early Friday morning, a local autistic girl, Catherine King, disappeared into the extreme cold temperatures gripping the region, breaking the hearts of everyone in Big Stone Gap. Mr. Gentry, how has the disappearance of Catherine King affected this community? Well, it's just a terrible thing. We've known Catherine for years. She and my grandson are classmates at school. She can't talk, and I just can't imagine what she's been through and how her family's able to cope right now. We just pray for her safety and really hope she's found soon. Thank you very much, Mr. Gentry. Samantha Peterson! You look good, Pop. Not bad for an old coal miner. Why, Mr. Lex Fremont, how do you possibly know who I am? I saw your recent work and it was very good. May I join you in this fine establishment? I'd be delighted. So tell me, what's a bright young woman like you doing in a small market like this? Well, I grew up here, actually, in Kingsport. No, in Dungannon, just over the mountain, which is even more isolated than Big Stone Gap. Charming. Hey, this is a great place to be from. Beautiful mountains, friendly people, safe place to raise your kids. You got kids? Well, no. You? God, no. Well, not to pick on your neck of the woods, but just how safe do you think things have turned out for Catherine King? What do you mean? What I mean is, are you buying the story we're being fed? Aren't you the slightest curious there's more to this than we're being told? Such as, well, the sister, for starters. I suppose it's possible Catherine left the house without her sister hearing her, but it seems unlikely. And then they can't find the girl anywhere? Starting to sound a little fishy. Ah, you're holding out on me. You know something. Well, we've got video from a gas station of the boyfriend filling up Carmen's car at the time she says Catherine went missing, and the boyfriend filling up his truck an hour later. Very nice, Miss Peterson. I think they just snuck out of the house being teenagers and Catherine woke up and went to look for them. But the better story right now is that they are somehow implicated. Well, I'm not looking to destroy anybody's life. We don't destroy lives. The facts destroy lives. We're just the storytellers. I thought we were journalists. Same difference. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll be ready for bigger markets.